He cried for help, but rescuers froze.
Justice for Yuvraj! Justice for Yuvraj!
Yuvraj was murdered. Now he deserves justice. Time to hold the system accountable. India Today accesses explosive SIT probe details. Who failed Yuvraj and who will pay?
Hello and welcome. I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. This is 5 Live. We keep our focus on what happened with the young techie in Noida. It's been nearly a week that the 27-year-old Yuvraj and in his car plunged into an open water-filled pit in Sector 115 Noida. For nearly 2 hours, the techie cried for help, but atop his vehicle, switched on his mobile phone, flashed his light. That's the last visual that we have of him, desperately hoping that somebody will just go through, just follow that marker barely few meters and go and rescue him. Nothing happened. But within minutes of his father calling cops, of his fire officials as well, everybody arrived. Nobody could help at all. Now that tragic ordeal shook the conscience of the nation, sparked calls for justice and debate as well. Heads began rolling hours after Yuvraj was effectively, what we called here on the program, murdered by the system. The CEO of Noida Authority was removed, the junior engineer was sacked, the builder was arrested and SIT was formed. It was long overdue. Action against criminality or also criminally negligent system was to be done, but is this enough? Clearly not. The SIT now has to submit its report in 5 days. Today is day 4. Tomorrow that report will be submitted to the government and then we'll see how exactly are they looking at this particular incident, which is failure at different steps, right from how the road was turned to how the response that came in as well. But here at India Today, we have accessed exclusive inside details of that investigation. How exactly is the UP SIT thinking on this matter? So, and sources are telling us at this point that 5 departments of Noida Authority are under the scanner. The SIT is questioning officials from SDRF, from Fire Department, from police personnel who were all present at the scene. India Today has also accessed that SIT's line of questioning. Sources say authorities will be asked to explain the level of coordination between different agencies and officials at the site of the tragedy. Further, we are told the probe team will also question, or perhaps has already, about the response time, what rescue measures were taken and what precautions were taken at the site following a similar incident involving a truck just 15 days ago. So all those are the details that we are gathering at the moment. Arvind Oja, my colleague, has got us all those details, has been tracking all the aspects of that story, especially when it comes to how Noida police is thinking, how SIT is going about their investigation. Arvind, हमें थोड़ा बताएं कि इसके बारे में आपने कहा 5 एजेंसीज हैं जिनके रोल को देखा जा रहा है इस SIT के द्वारा. वो 5 कौन-कौन हैं, सबसे पहले हमें ये बता दीजिए.
देखिए, सबसे पहले बताऊं, अभी भी इस वक्त जब हम आप बातचीत कर रहे हैं, अभी भी SIT की टीम नोएडा अथॉरिटी के अंदर बैठी हुई है. जो SIT हेड है वो बैठे हुए हैं और सभी से क्वेश्चनिंग जारी है. उसमें नोएडा अथॉरिटी, उसमें फायर डिपार्टमेंट की टीम, उसमें पुलिस, उसमें SDRF की टीम, उसमें NDRF की टीम. इन सभी लोगों के जो टॉप अधिकारी हैं उनके स्टेटमेंट हुए, इंक्लूडिंग जो नोएडा पुलिस कमिश्नर. अब से कुछ देर के लिए नोएडा की जो DM जिनके अंडर डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट आता है वो आई थी नोएडा अथॉरिटी SIT के सामने और कुछ देर बाद वो वापस चली गई. जो नोएडा अथॉरिटी है वो
उनको समन करा गया था?
नहीं, उनको पूछताछ के लिए बुलाया गया था. SIT की टीम बुलाती है सभी को पूछताछ करने के लिए. आप अपना पक्ष रखें, आप अपना पक्ष रखें, आप अपना पक्ष रखें. तो ये तमाम चीजें चल रही हैं. इन सब के बीच जो पुलिस है वो जो एक एब्सकॉन्डिंग बिल्डर है उसके खिलाफ एनबीडब्ल्यू उसने कोर्ट से इशू कराया है, निर्मल वो एब्सकॉन्डिंग चल रहा है। एसआईटी की बात करें तो कल जो ये पूरा इन्वेस्टिगेशन है एसआईटी का, वो उसकी जो पूरी रिपोर्ट है वो उत्तर प्रदेश के चीफ मिनिस्टर योगी आदित्यनाथ के सामने रखी जाएगी। लेकिन लोगों के बीच यही चर्चा है कि मसलन ये मान लीजिए सोनल, आप भी जानते होंगे कि किसी भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, किसी भी जिले में अगर कोई अच्छा काम होता है तो उसकी वाहवाही उस जिले का जो कप्तान होता है, जो कमांडर होता है, चाहे पुलिस की बात कर लीजिए तो लक्ष्मी सिंह उसकी वो गुड वर्क अपना लेंगी। तो जो बैड वर्क हुआ, क्या टॉप कमांडर उसकी बैड वर्क की जिम्मेदारी लेगा? मसलन क्या लक्ष्मी सिंह के खिलाफ एक्शन होगा? क्या डीएम के खिलाफ एक्शन होगा? क्या फायर चीफ के खिलाफ एक्शन होगा? ये सबसे बड़ा सवाल है। या फिर छोटे मोटे जो ऑफिसर हैं उन पर ही एक्शन लेकर, जैसा अक्सर होता है, बात खत्म की जाएगी। तो मेन फोकस सभी का, खासतौर से युवराज के फादर का और बाकी जो लोग भी इस केस को वॉच कर रहे हैं, जो चाहते हैं युवराज के लिए इंसाफ हो, वो यही चाह रहे हैं। अदरवाइज ये एसआईटी रिपोर्ट भी खाना पूर्ति से कम नहीं होगी। 3-4 दिन से हम देख रहे हैं कि जो एसआईटी की टीम है वो स्पॉट पर जा रही है, वो तमाम जगहों पर जा रही है। और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये है कि डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट की जिम्मेदारी होती वो डीएम के अंतर्गत होती है। तो क्या मेधा रूपम पर कोई एक्शन होगा? ये बड़ा सवाल है। एसआईटी ने डीएम से भी जवाब मांगा, नोएडा सीपी से भी जवाब मांगा है, और जो रिपोर्ट है वो कल सबमिट की जाएगी यूपी सीएम के सामने।
बट अरविंद, इसमें सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात है कि इस एसआईटी को ओवरलुक कर कौन रहे हैं, क्योंकि एक तरह से ये डिपार्टमेंट के ही लोग हैं जो दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट को इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे हैं। एट द एंड ऑफ द डे अगर कुछ इसमें वो निकल कर आते हैं, निष्कर्ष निकालते हैं कि भाई इसमें इन लोगों की जिम्मेदारी थी, वो यूपी पुलिस का ही नाम पर लांछन लगेगा। तो कौन कौन है पार्ट ऑफ एसआईटी? क्या इस पे भरोसा किया जा सकता है?
नहीं, बिल्कुल। देखिए, जिस तरह से ये पूरा जब इंसिडेंट हुआ था और इंडिया टुडे ने अब सबसे पहले इस स्टोरी को उठाया और हमने खुलासा किया था नोएडा अथॉरिटी पर, तो एक्शन हुआ था। जो यूपी के सीएम है उन्होंने नोएडा के सीईओ को रिमूव किया, जो एक बड़ा एक्शन है कि उसकी कोई उम्मीद किसी ने की नहीं होगी। अब बात डीएम की आ रही है कि डीएम जो मेधा रूपम है, क्या उन पर एक्शन होगा या नहीं होगा? क्या जो नोएडा की पुलिस कमिश्नर हैं उन पर एक्शन होगा कि नहीं होगा? जो एसआईटी को लीड कर रहे हैं वो एडीजी मेरठ, जो जोन के एडीजी हैं, वो इसको हेड कर रहे हैं। और बहुत ईमानदार माने जाते हैं वो। इसी वजह से वो बार बार कई बार स्पॉट पर गए भी हैं। कल भी वो नोएडा अथॉरिटी गए थे, नोएडा अथॉरिटी के ऑफिसर से बात की कि भाई जब 31 दिसंबर को एक ट्रक वहां एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है, उसके बाद आपने क्या एक्शन लिया? 5 साल आपको पानी निकालने में लग गए। बिल्डर लिख कर देता है नोएडा अथॉरिटी को और प्रशासन को कि वहां पानी जमा है, कोई दुर्घटना हो सकती है। तो 5 साल में क्या पानी ही नहीं निकला? वो यमुना का पानी नहीं है, यमुना नदी नहीं है, कोई समुंदर नहीं है, वो एक प्लॉट है जिसमें बारिश का पानी जमा है। तो 5 साल अगर पानी नहीं निकाल पाई वो नोएडा अथॉरिटी, वो जिसका जो बजट है वो 14,000 करोड़ से ज्यादा का है। डीएम, डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट की जिम्मेदारी वो डीएम की होती है। अगर युवराज वहां पर डूब गया, एक्सीडेंट हो गया, तो डीएम को खुद मौके पर होना चाहिए था। तो ये सारी इन्वेस्टिगेशन एसआईटी की टीम कर रही है, सभी का स्टेटमेंट रिकॉर्ड किया गया है और कल जो रिपोर्ट है वो सीएम को सौंपी जाएगी।
चलिए, होप करते हैं कि एक नॉन बायस्ड, अनबायस्ड एक पूरी रिपोर्ट बनेगी और इससे कुछ कंक्लूजन्स निकल कर आएंगे। थैंक यू अरविंद हमें सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन देने का। पीयूष मिश्रा इज ऑल्सो विद अस। माय कॉलीग पीयूष इज जॉइंड बाय locals in the area as well. Piyush, the question is very simple. The question is not about just this incident, which hopefully will be addressed by the SIT, but how to avoid further instances like these. We've done our own reality check to understand that death traps like these are at every nook and corner in Noida. You travel anywhere, even 5 minutes away from where the film city is, you'll find such corners, right? So what are they doing at a systemic level to fix this issue? And what is the demand of the locals there?
Well, that's right, Sonal, and that's the point which the locals are also raising. They are very anguished, and we were also hearing to our colleague Arvind Oja, who was pointing that this pit had rainwater, but it's not rainwater. The locals here, those are with us, they are telling us that it's a sewage water, and this is more shocking that untreated sewage water is being discharged here in this pit. And I would directly like to take a comment from the locals here, and they are very angry, they are very anguished with the fact that despite authorities knowing that this entire area is not covered, they did not take any action, ma'am. You were telling us that this entire pit is sewage water. Absolutely. It's more shocking, and you were also telling me that you have been reaching out to various authorities. What has been their response?
Their response is nothing. They have a usual answer. Yeah, we will look into it. Yes, we are watching it. We are seeing it. They are just waiting and watching for such incident to happen. There is no value for a human life, in front of them, and that is the reason, this thing had happened. I have shown you, the letters, the correspondence, the requests that we have raised, the social media channels that we used, different handles, to convey our messages that there should be a proper lighting out here, there should be blinkers out here, especially if you come during the month of December and January, when there is no visibility, zero visibility, You can just imagine, if you are standing in front of me, I won't be able to see you that, okay, someone is standing in front of me. Imagine what would have happened, to that poor guy, that night. It is really, really shameful, I would say. They are saying Noida Sector 150 is the posh sector. I don't know what is the definition of posh here, We have spent a lot of money out here in buying our property or buying our flats. The authority is fooling us. The developers are fooling us. They are big-time chores, I would say. That is the right word to use for them.
That shows the kind of anger is there among the residents. Ma'am, you also live in Sector 150.
Yes, yeah.
You have also been reaching out to authorities. Do you think that Yuvraj could have been saved?
Yes, he could have been saved. Why not? See, you could have seen if he had fallen into the ditch, and he was so courageous. He came out of the car and he was at the rooftop. He did his best. He used his mind. He used his education. He used everything, and he was on top of the car. And with his mobile, he was guiding people, asking people, begging them to help me, and save me. But nothing could be done because of this, our present government running in the now, and because of this Noida Authority, disaster management people who could not do anything. They could have done anything. They could have used their common brain. If they had no boat, they could have made human chain. They could have used ropes, but they could have saved the life. But यहाँ पे क्या है? You are getting your money, you are getting job, you are getting tankha, you are getting paid, so you don't want to save a poor man's child. If it would have been a minister's child, it would have been a politician's child, then you would have seen even helicopter would have come within no time. Because this is a poor man's child, common man's child, who is a taxpayer, who is paying all the dues on time, who has been squeezed morally, socially, economically, then he had to die.
So you are getting emotional, ma'am.
He had to die. He was made to sacrifice. He has sacrificed his life for us. Maybe कुछ जाग जाएंगे, हम जैसे लोग बच जाएंगे. That's the thing.
You're also as young.
The reality really cutting across over there. Piyush, thanks so much for bringing us that entire reality over there. And I think what that lady said actually echoes everybody's sentiment over there.